Oh, that was a weak ass. What's poppin', Meta Gang? Are you guys trying to hang? It's your host with the most, Mr. Mark Money Rock Meyer, sharing ideas and raising that collective vibration, just raising it up. You feel me? I love you guys, and I'm sending you all types of good energy from my solar system and my chakras. You feel me? This is like the 5th time I've shot this video because that Mercury retrograde is hitting me in the throat. But we're going to get the ideas out nonetheless. So I just want y'all to know there's a difference between your sphere of awareness and your sphere of influence, okay? So your sphere of awareness is freaking huge, dude. Like, we're aware of damn near everything. There's plenty of things that you're not aware of, for sure, but it's a huge sphere. Inside your big sphere, there is a smaller sphere, which is your sphere of influence. This sphere also hangs outside of the big sphere because there's plenty of things that you influence that you are not aware of at all, which is kind of crazy, but keep that in mind also. So, a huge problem for most of us, myself included, so don't think for a second that I've really mastered this, because I'm working on it as well. But when you get caught up taking action in your sphere of awareness outside of the sphere of influence, you start wasting energy on things that you really have no influence on, and no way of changing, no way of benefiting, or X, Y, or Z. So it's really key to get back in that other sphere and start working on the things that you can change. That serenity prayer type energy. So a lot of people get caught up with people, places, and things, especially on their phone when they're scrolling through social media, and people just want to argue because these are the weirdest times people have ever lived through. I mean, myself, I can speak for, and I think most of y'all can agree, 2020 is super freaking weird. Like, we got the Rona, we got this election. The murder hornets didn't really happen, but we had police brutality is still a thing. Injustice, murder every freaking day. Shit is kind of crazy. So yeah, man, whenever people start arguing whatever bipartisan idea, whether it's Republican or Democrat or X, Y, or Z, or ever how they feel about whatever happened, neither of y'all are right, or you're both right. So once you start trying to argue for a polar opposite, you're already lost. So the other thing to keep in mind is whenever you're on social media talking to strangers, everybody has their mind made up already. So everything you say, they're going to listen to respond to you. They're not going to listen to have their mind changed in any way, shape, or form. So just keep that in mind and don't waste your energy, because you just spin your wheels. You could spend all day being a keyboard warrior, and then 6 o'clock rolls around and you're exhausted. What the hell did you do all day? You got mad on Facebook. That's what you did. Don't do that shit. That's what I'm trying to say. Because I know a lot of y'all are trying to be responsible for the state and country and county and whatever guidelines, and quarantine yourself and social distance and wear your mask and X, Y, and Z. So you might be either at home in a circumstance where you're trying to isolate, but you're just getting pissed off all day and frustrated or scared or anxious just because you're looking at the things you can't change, or you're trying to change other people's minds. Or you could be the type, and this is the shit that confuses the fuck out of me, where it's you're driving in your car with your damn mask on and you're alone in your car. What are you doing? Or you're in your house with your mask on. You are in your sphere of awareness, taking action outside of the sphere of influence, where your actions don't have any effect on anybody. You're just freaking out, I hope none of y'all that watch this have a mask on inside your house, because, bruh, just breathe. But I digress. That's really not the point of the video. The other thing I want to get to is the 80-20 principle. If you're not implementing this into your life, really get on that in a broad sense. 80% of your results come from 20% of your actions. This was an economic principle that actually translates to damn near everything. The percentage levels a lot of times are going to be different, but it's going to be nearly the same proportion. Also, 20% of your actions are going to give you 80% of your problems. So just by knowing this principle, it can be addition by subtraction, where you get yourself out of those actions that take the most energy and time from you so you can leverage your resources for the things that really matter. And get some shit done, watch things fall into place. It's not all about being productive, but have clarity, have focus, and really be intentional with where you direct your energy. I've been saying this like every time, but that's like a huge message for y'all. Just be intentional and watch things start to go your way. So I love you. It's cold. If you need the fall apparel, click the link in the bio. If you need your astrology done, click the link in the bio. I love y'all.